Because I know my ear was sound. I know I hear a sound, so I'm looking for the song. Good night. Good night.
Thanking you for letting me into your community and Julian for helping me out.
Dr. Liz Kozlowski is all the way from Michigan with us. And she flew all the way here. She will be walking the communities with me and I will show her. She's going through the communities. You will be seeing patients, doing checks, blood pressure. She checked my lungs. And checking on the elderly and making sure, they're okay. We just want to say thank you. Do you want to say something?
I'm here to help out in any way that you need, and thanking you for letting me into your community.
Yes, and Dr. Liz has a Mission Jamaica that she comes to. Mission Jamaica all the time. She normally comes once per year with her group of doctors, and they normally do checks for the people that live in the community. So she's no stranger to us. She's
This
always
is sad.
here.
Look.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you.
Wow.
We are focusing on this lady. This is where she's living.
Thanking you for letting me into your community and Julian for helping me out.
Dr. Liz Kozlowski is all the way from Michigan with us. And she flew all the way here. She will be walking the communities with me and I will show her. She's going through the communities. You will be seeing patients, doing checks, blood pressure. She checked my lungs. And checking on the elderly and making sure, they're okay. We just want to say thank you. Do you want to say something?
I'm here to help out in any way that you need, and thanking you for letting me into your community.
Yes, and Dr. Liz has a Mission Jamaica that she comes to. Mission Jamaica all the time. She normally comes once per year with her group of doctors, and they normally do checks for the people that live in the community. So she's no stranger to us. She's always helping. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you.
This is my condition.
The chief of clean up the community and he said chief not working. Two dumper truck in the community. You see zinc them and take out? Yeah. And I said chief not work. My life up to carry the life story. See that? Chief is working. So when I say chief not working, shut the fuck up. Yeah man, the chief will take out the garbage.
Sorry, I never know so better
and
than
I said chief not work, the chief.
It's over, all the mess over, all the stress over. Oh no more crying and focus. I love bipolar, finally over. Oh, for you I pray.
Look for my son.
Sure you wanna feel listening with me.
Mr. Honest, use fresh.
Shrimp. Oh, what kind of it now? A crayfish. Crayfish. That's why I'm gonna play. Imagine me not play a video where people send can give me before I watch them, and cause most of them people then now make a video and not cuss bad out. Cause Jamaica people not cuss bad out, they don't feel like they're living. And make me put up my TikTok. Something now load. How I go on there, so? Let me check my phone, yeah. Yeah. I'll never touch my clothes. All right. Good night. Good night again. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Mm. Oh, what a night. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Good night over YouTube. Tap up the screen as I come on in. Now over TikTok, let me tap up the screen so more people can come on in. Anyway, bless upon yourself. We'll leap on news tonight. Let me start. Let me see if I start with it first. I'm not playing no more. I want to send to me because I don't want to bother them. I set them and I play them. I can't stop now. But somebody send me this one. And there's nothing wrong with this internet, you know. One minute there. I don't know what's wrong with digital flow. Wait. I can't bother with my phone or sometime too. It's just funny if you say nobody give me no more than phone. Because I can't bother with that. So I know that I remember some time ago we were on this platform and we were talking about the case with Paul Buchanan and the Prime Minister. And you know, sometimes, let me tell you something I observe with us. Me not really keep friends for long. I'm tired for using the word, and the reason is this. I'm just who I am. I don't mince truth. I don't go around it. I can suppress it sometimes because for wisdom's sake, if it does need to go that end. Crystal, good night. Crystal McDonald. But I wasn't optimistic. And somebody said, oh, well, you know, this and no, no, no. There are some things in life you must learn to sit down and look at. You see, Jamaica politics, I'm going to tell you the truth about Jamaica politics. Buy vote, and nothing new. Vote buying is not new. They can't come here and come pretty it up because they don't want to hear it. But me can't tell them, say, and nothing new. Not listen to none of them. And the truth is, both sides do it. The only difference is that this present JLP government, they master it more than the PMP. Because them no wait for election day to start buy the vote. And that way the PMP no know. Them go out there and people get all grocery bag full for all 3-4 months before election. People get chicken, people get black tongue. So they take the vote buying to a different level. First time now you have an election day, people get them like a area leader for go send man out for go buy vote. And they would have a long time intimidation going in our country. As me say, all what you hear everybody talk about. And if we all of us want to be honest, and I just know. So you know it gonna work at Jamaica now. Are the better man with the more money are going up win election in a Jamaica nowadays. So let me read it. Let me read it. I think it's a Jamaica Gleaner. PMP Paul Buchanan loses latest bid to overturn Olney's victory in St. Andrew West Central. The Supreme Court has dismissed Paul Buchanan's latest attempt to overturn the election result for the St. Andrew West Central constituency, which was won by the Prime Minister, Andrew Olney, in September general election. Buchanan of the opposition, People's National Party, filed an application for permission to seek judicial review of the decision of the constituted authority not to apply to the election court to void the result of the September 3rd poll. I'm going to read some of the comment under this article. So somebody said, I'm going to write an article. I'm going to write a book. The book will be called How Andrew Olney Took Down the PMP Empire. Somebody else said, waste of court time, they should have charged him. Third time in a charm. Third time, third term. You really have some people, or somebody says some people are, but let me be clear. Rights don't win in Jamaica. Jamaica become a corrupt country. So, what is wrong? I'm telling already that Andrew Olney is using a weapon. I want to now observe it. I've been telling you that for a long, long time. You don't need eyes to see that. The man surround himself with money. Big money payoff. And no money are going to run because in that time when everybody poor and broke like what, you think if they say money, they're not going to take money. Now that's how things there. Claudette Grant, good night. If you don't want to acknowledge the truth, you can't stay there. You hear me? And I tell you the truth. And that way me observe and see. If the People's National Party believes that for them pity party, I can win without money. And I say it on this platform already and somebody say, oh, you shouldn't say that. You're a Christian and you never say that. Then the Christian for talk the truth. Now, if you come here and tell you the truth, if the PNP want to win and win back any government in Jamaica, them have to go match Andrew Holness money. Them have to go bid higher. You know, so we turn a bidding and money. A bidding and money. It's a phone call and a money. Alright. Look on the situation now up at Currie place. You don't know what you're going on, you know? I don't think someone are smart enough for what you're going. Currie came out and gave a statement that he reject any offer from the government to allow military to come and rebuild back a compound. When did he come out and say that again? Well, I can look back. I don't want to say anything wrong. I'll tell you when he came out and said that. I think this is it. 4 days ago. 4 days ago. So today our Monday. So about Thursday and come out with it. Right? I think we talk about it. And yesterday, Sunday, big demonstration. Now, I learned, this is what I learned, that next month in a compound, they're going to have, because that's how they do it, for them election, for them chief. The person who will be going up against, that's what I learned, you know. If I don't hear it otherwise, don't tell me. He's actually the one who plotting the demonstration. But out of the demonstration, there's something I learned out of the demonstration. What the people are saying. And if what the people are saying is a cause for concern. Because some of the people are saying that he received a lot of donation and the people of the community is not getting it. And I'm saying, is it a situation the same way the Jamaica government get things and the people then still down there suffer? Let me say if I pull up the clip, I don't lose second-hand information. I don't know if no bad word in it. So if you say if any bad word in it, and don't blame me, right? Because you're going to hear all me die place it with bad word. Me no. Oh, when she done, she said this and she that. And she over there play. No, I'm not do that. Sometimes you play something you don't know what is in it. That's why good to listen beforehand. Alright, so listen this one. Minecraft. Good night. Me know I laugh now. Me know I laugh. But Jamaica never have a dull day. Jamaica always a keep Jamaica always festive. Let me play one other one I keep.
out a couple people here who support the PNP party and who support the Liberal Party. So this is not about politics. This is about the government sending the JDF here to help the people in the community. And definitely I'm supporting that.
No, because I don't stand with these set of people here today.
Yes. All right, talk to me. Because, we want all the views. We're not here to hear one side. We want to hear everything. BOJ TV is all about just, hearing the concerns of everybody. Talk to me.
All right, what I know going on in a compound is...
As a news media, BOJ TV, all we want is the truth. All we want is to get all the views of the persons and anybody at all, including the chief who wants to come and speak to us, explain, give their side of the story. That is what we are about. No other motive, no other intention. Final words. As a news media, BOJ TV, all we want is the truth. All we want is to get all the views of the persons and anybody at all, including the chief who wants to come and speak to us, explain, give their side of the story. That is what we are about. No other motive, no other intention. Final words.
So what I have to say about this situation? Type in the comment. Minicraft, maybe greet you. Good night. Come on, talk to me. Mr. Owanjine. Good night, Mansa. Mansa?
Well, I told him my name, right? Anthony. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, so you don't have to call me like sir.
Okay.
I know I'm old, but I'm like.
All right, thank you.
All right, no problem.
Mansa, good night. Mansa.
Oh, give me a minute. I didn't even know I was live. Give me a minute.
Okay, all right. No. When I type it on the comment on the thing with it. No, I think I get my view already on this thing. I wish somebody, because me not really want to get too much of the mix-up entanglement business in it. But as one of the ladies say, if a compound is a sovereign, they should have things for themselves. They're not in a hospital and then they have to come to Jamaica hospital. They have to go to Jamaica airport. They have to have Jamaica passport. And Jamaica birth paper. Betty and good night. So, let me tell you this. This a webinar. I bet keep telling us something. A webinar. Jada. Look right there's a panel just say you say one blue passport. I think I want all one. Just look right there, you see it. Pass it for me. If you see one passport right there, so.
Blue passport?
Yeah. You see it to them on panel dresser. I want all passport. Don't know for passport, but let me see how for a passport. Oh my God. You know, so this affair. When them boy when they small, a Paul this, Oh my God, I forgot to show Paul when he my little baby, I mean look. And my son passport is when he my little baby. He getting first passport when he was 5. Alright.
Yeah, Auntie Jen.
Yeah.
Even though I'm done with politics, this will probably be the last. But because this thing happened today, and remember, I made it online, in the box when, what's his name again? What the guy name again? When they come and tell us, say, him hear information, say, Andrew gone. Where the guy?
Mr. Marsh.
Mr. Marsh.
Yes.
You see me? And you remember what we tell him?
You remember me caution him?
Yeah, man, the entire system corrupt, you know. So I see Mama San and Derval, I think him name, and the rest of them both them a go. The entire system corrupt. Andrew bribe the judges last year with a 300% increase in salary. That's a bribe, you know. That is a bribe. 300%. We're in the world that you hear people get 300% raise in a salary. That is a bribe. So meaning that's why we did it when Mr. Marsh said the night. So him here say the judgment decision and Andrew gone and Juliet will be they might try to get Juliet to be the prime. Me say
but you remember me said to him say, oh, we don't get the information and the court and make no decision yet.
We're gonna have someone coming in to
There are some things in life where we from open where you see we can't too political as we can read between the line, you know. There's a whole heap of factor why the court.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a whole heap of factor. So that's why sometimes people come with information. Me is not the one for jump to it. Me not love the party more than me love truth. Go on and continue my answer.
Yeah. So that's why I'm coming because me done with politics in a gen because the other night me on the next platform and people who are PMP, me join the box when them a talk about politics. And me join the box and then the discussion change. But because me did on the road, I say, me continue mute and listen to them. And about 15, 20 minutes, me there wait for talk. Them start talk about COVID for 15, 20 minutes. You see me? And me there at the back so long I waiting. So when you're ready for talk back to politics, I say, turn back to politics. The people them who are PMP would say, yo, I could talk about Andrew and the wickedness Andrew do. Start telling me, say, me there wait, oh, you want to change the topic. And so they want to talk about COVID. I say, all right, you know what? I'm not there in Jamaica. I want to live through it. And me just give my advice in support of the wrong, to point out the wrongs that Andrew do. And I say, I want to talk about COVID. So I say, all right, you know what? Stop wasting my time. But back to the thing today. Me no say talk about that way there, you know. You see me, the entire system corrupt. And the man get a lot of money the other day, US dollars. So it takes nothing for him to give a judge a couple million US or $1 million to US or anything there. Me not say that happening, you know, but
Me understand.
You see me? So it takes nothing. There's no judge going to turn down $1 million US if Andrew give them it.
But here so the reason the judge say is that him never file in time.
So the judge should have tell him that before him start everything, this whole of this proceeding thing, he could have said, all right, you know, saying a file in time and, you know, you make man get testimony, people got testify, put in video evidence and everything. Well, that system just corrupt, but, and there's no way to get, and the PMP them, because I see them go demonstrate, I come across a video like them go demonstrate today. The PMP them, who naive, and things say immediately go come out today. You see me? You don't understand who not deal with.
No. Hold on then. I correct you upon this. I don't want you to use the term the PMP because anything when I come from the head of the PMP and told like a follower and do it, you can't say the PMP. If it's like when Mark Golden did start one demonstration against the FID man, they can say the PMP because the hierarchy of the PMP was there. But too little handful of some people when I nothing to do, you can't say the PMP. You must say some PMP supporters.
That's true. That's the correction is true. The PMP supporters, the bloggers, them see the video, them go there and them. We don't understand who not deal with, you know. The man antigen telling how much night say what the weapon the man I use. The man I use money.
Tell them long time.
Him stealing the tax money, and then him use the same tax money when him steal and buying a vote. So he might just give you back on the same money, on the same tax money when him steal.
I don't think a lot of people wake up to the depths of the money where we have a lead the country. Them can't see it. So like me come out and now then start cuss me off. So them not see it. You see me now, me pull up a man from a spiritual realm. Long time me never come out publicly and talk politics till this election. And I make it clear. I say any owner put back this man in a power. destruction I gonna take Jamaica. Oh, we come out of my mouth, me not even know. It's just not even me did a talk, but me just say it. And just as how me say it, I saw it go. And me gonna tell you the truth, not care how much I'm gonna try to fix the country. The people them themselves are gonna get aggressive, and it not going to reach anywhere. Me don't want no bad for the country. Me tell anybody that I have my grandchildren who have to go to school growing up here. Like me, we all already live my life. Then can't do nothing for me because I must find food and here and water to survive. Me, I talk about all the money we are borrow up now. If them get there. Because then me understand saying they get them. I remember when Fergie come on and tell me, so me think, oh, in talking in the palace, like, you get the money them. But me hear say, not get the money them in and yet one money in get. So, alright, myself, I think Nadi did send it to me where Damien did ask a question in our parliament. And that's when I realized, say, we never listen to the pack, so we never did get it. So myself, me find back the clip and play it, make it hear exactly the question then where Damien Crawford did ask in our parliament.
Broader questions first and then get to the ministry. Yes, there is a advertised 6.7 billion US dollars, approximately what $1 trillion Jamaican that is coming in loans and other types of offerings. Can you explain the segments that this is broken down into? If I can focus on the 2.4, could you explain what is meant by mobilizing investment? Is that a loan
Good night.
coming to the government to unlend, or is that a loan directly to
Right, so
private sector?
That's would be primarily the the World Bank and the IDB, private sector arms, who generally mobilize money from the private sector in order to lend to the private sector of the country.
So it's private to private.
Private to private.
So that 2.4 billion have not been secured.
No.
So what has been secured is the
that?
3.6 billion and the money from the insurance.
In terms of on the government side, that is what is it.
Okay, so the headline would have been misleading to say 6.7 billion secured.
You could say that.
Okay, so the 2.4 billion that is to be mobilized, is that dependent on the appetite of the private sector? As it relates to the loan to JPS, are you aware if there were any other method considered, including a government guarantee? All right, so what hit would that $23 billion have on the current capacity to spend? Based on the supplement, have you seen that would have impacted the ability to spend on other items? Okay. If I can go back to the 3.6 billion, is that front loaded? Do you know?
Is it what?
It's over 3 years. Is it front loading more money in the first year, second year?
No details on that.
No details on that as yet. All right. If we can move to the Ministry of Education, we recognize that 600 million was allocated for Hurricane Melissa relief, additional requirement to support restoration, cleanup of 616 schools. That's approximately less than $1 million per school. Is that adequate based on the damage that we have heard? Earlier, there was an indication that an estimate of inflation of over 9%. Do we have the food inflation component as a separate?
No, we don't have it.
Is it possible to get that information? The estimates based on impact to agriculture, etc., is that there will be a higher than normal food inflation. Is there any intention to target food inflation and that mitigation as a separate from the average inflation components?
All right.
Chairman, I'd like to ask the broader questions first and then get
So Mansa.
Chairman, I'd like to ask the broader question.
So Mansa, you hear that?
Yeah, me hear it.
Because me need to understand it neither, because me only listen to Parliament and me believe that they get a whole lot of money. And then when you hear money I go dispatch, some I go to private sector, some whole heap of different sector. So and I like the government himself, I will get all the, if what they said there is correct, all the money in for them purse to spend.
Wait. So he might borrow money, but some of the money going to the private sector?
You want me to play back the clip again so that we get it clear where the man ask them the question in the PAC meeting and now. Let me see all this.
I can explain to Mansa, Auntie Jen.
Yeah.
So Mansa, the 2.4 billion that they're trying to get is basically private sector monies. So, and those private sector monies will go to private sector. So it's not going to the government. So it's basically other private sector companies in Jamaica may have access to that 2.4 billion.
Got it.
So overall, Fergie, from the question that with Damon Crawford did over, how much the government himself will get?
The government has secured 3.6 billion from sovereign nations as in terms of loans. So they have access to 3.6 billion US dollars.
Fergie.
Yeah.
Well, I stay long still, like, but 3.6 billion or something you mentioned just now. Billion US dollar. Make
US. Yep.
Jamaica people, when you not gonna pay off this? Not even the grand pit, they gonna pay off them thing away my borrowing. Eh?
Manson, you're right. That's going to be the issue of the government. They're going to have to figure out how they will be able to garner income, right, to help to pay off that 3.6 billion US dollars. You're right. It's US dollars, not Jamaican dollars.
Because I heard it was something close to like $1 trillion Jamaican dollars. I don't know.
Yeah, Damon Crawford said about
it is. Yep, they're right.
Imagine, PJ at one point, didn't they pay off the IMF at one point?
Yeah,
They did. They did, Mansa. That was the falsehood of what the Prime Minister said in Parliament last week. But it was 30 years ago, we wouldn't be able to. No, 30 years ago would be 1995. And EJ was not even borrowing from the IMF in 1995, right? He was 10 years late because essentially it was under Edward Siaga in the 80s when Edward borrowed hundreds of millions of US dollars, and they cannot account for that to this day. PJ had to pay off those loans.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, PJ had to pay off those loans without knowing what those monies were spent for.
Because I remember in the 90s when PJ said Tata. I was
right.
Young, but I remember when PJ was saying Tata to the IMF.
That's right.
This guy going to borrow, well, he might get 3.6 billion US dollars.
No, no, miss. All on the good night, Ian. I'm coming to you. Mansa. After PJ era, and it was handed to Portia become the president of the PNP. She lost that election to Bruce Golding. The terms with Bruce Golding and Manayard, they mess up the whole system and carry back in a problem.
Right, because they
so when I can't left out a piece of the argument, they were not arguing.
Right, you can't, Auntie Jen, thank you. You can't leave that out.
Yeah.
So in 2010, right, 2 years after the financial crisis that happened in America, when everyone else was coming out of that financial crisis, Jamaica was going into one. So in 2010, Bruce Golding's government with
Hardly
prime
Shah.
minister.
No, Hardly Shah, the finance minister.
Arlie Shaw was
Yeah.
a finance minister, but
Yeah.
what's his name? Prime minister was local government. He was the government, the representative for government in parliament. They went back to IMF. FYI, that deal that they struck with the IMF in 2010, given the situation that happened in 1980s, under Siaga, they gave us a bad deal. And that is why Peter Phillips and Portia, and yes, the comrade leader, had to redo the fiscal rules of that nation when they came into power.
All 1 minute, Fergie. Hello, good night, Ian. Ian Ford. You look like him just come up and I even know saying come up. So I call him and he not answer. Let me take him down out of the box. If he want to come back, he will come back. Continue, Fergie.
No, I was just saying that, you know, when they talk about history, because I was listening to another program, to the Colin Bell show, like earlier before, and it's selective history, right? They don't bring up the true history. And when you do bring up the true history, they like to tell you to move forward.
Yeah.
But if we want to move forward, then don't bring up Michael Manley's name. Don't bring up Portia. Don't bring them up. If you want to move forward without mentioning those names. But they don't, and they can't help themselves, right? So in the 1980s, people forget this, that Edward Siaga, and I'm going to bring up his name, because these are facts, these are in the books. He borrowed hundreds of millions of dollars from the IMF to try and bring Jamaica to be the Singapore of the Caribbean. But he never put the money in the infrastructure to help that. And in the 1980s, when he did that, he loosened the financial rules, the financial guardrails. And that is why, Auntie Jan, you came up with FinSAC. Because FinSAC came in to help the people, the average person, to be able to go into their bank, to be able to collect the monies that they deposited in their bank. If FinSAC wasn't there, Auntie Jan, if you deposited $100, you would have gotten 1 cent.
I remember
That's
the time.
the fact. That is the fact. That is facts.
That's why them now want to release a report, make everybody can read it.
They're upset because a lot of their people who benefited from that financial loosening, right, had to give up their houses. They had to give up their houses in the infamous Sherry Gardens and the Jacks Hill, all of those phenomenal houses that they built back then. They had to give it up.
Yeah.
Did you know Pernell Charles had a bank? I didn't even know this. It wasn't until I think Raymond Crawford mentioned it. I didn't even know this. That Pernell Charles during that time had a bank.
Oh, I never know. Send me a one bank.
I didn't even know. It's honestly, it was during the election time that Raymond Crawford mentioned it. Oh, Pernell Charles had a bank that went down with FinSAC.
Yeah, I heard about it. But just let me say something before I jump off. I'm gonna just be in the comments. Andrew Wallace using money to win elections, and he can't win. They can't beat him in court because he have a lot of money. And if the PNP bloggers, and we put all who go demonstrate today, you all were naive to think that the result would be different.
I want who did. I want, you know, so many even get for know. I want who got there.
A guy named Derval. See, I always see him on a Mama Son program and a couple more of them. Me just look on it fast and then because me already know, say, me already know the results. Say, the judge, I'll get her money and just rule. Because, you know, if the judge really, the only ruling could have make was that, you know, because if they really go by the evidence where me hear Mr. Buckley that talk about, the election not for go over back in the constituency. You see me? But so the judge just come up with that excuse that, oh, time run out for file and them things. So, you see me? And if you don't believe PMP supporters, if you don't believe you can't beat Andrew control the electoral office. Andrew have the Israeli them working there for do whatever they do. I don't know what they're doing. And there's a documentary online of Israelis going around the world, in third world countries, and rigging elections. So once they're in our system, you cannot beat him by election. So when you stop deceiving yourself about 2030, you not go, it not happen. The man give EOJ boss a award, a reward basically, after the election. Because the man them, you know, say him rig up everything, you can't defeat him no way that. So I don't know how not get him out, but the election, you can't beat him. He might use the money, and plus he might go rig it. The last election, Digicel and Flow went down the same time, the internet service. We never had that before in any election.
Never.
You know, so you can't beat him by the ballot. The voting don't make no sense. I see a guy made a video about it also. I think I saved that video too. I'm gonna send you that, Jet.
Yeah.
And the guy saying the same thing. The guy saying, talking about the Israeli them in the electoral system. Because I guess he saw the video also, the documentary. They go around the world and they rig elections, and once they're in our system, you cannot vote him out. And Andrew is young. Andrew is 53. So 5 years time, 50, 58, 59.
Yeah.
You can go all a fifth term. Rig the election to all a fifth term. So me don't know now get him out. Isn't it? But me not the comments, Antigen, because I don't know the politics.
All right.
No, I listen to Mansa, and I agree with Mansa. It's going to be very tough. You know, the issue is that...
Me see what I'm going to and me make some note out here too. So if them no want
Right.
to, me tell you say.
I think people just have to educate, and they just have to keep at it, right? It's anti-gen. It's not a one thing and done. That's I don't live there, but I love my country, and I want to see my country do well. I do, and I made it a point to myself that I will do my best to try and educate as much as possible. I'm not going to get everyone. There are people, Auntie John, I just listened to Colin Bell's show, and they were talking about the Maroons. They distorted the history of it, and I'm like, wow, they're distorting the whole history of the Maroons. I'm like,
so
why are we talking about the Maroons?
Hold on, let me talk about the Maroon a little bit, because I think you're supposed to hear me talk about it. What did the treaty say about the Maroons? You have any idea of it?
I have no idea, Auntie Jen, to be honest with you. But the most I know is that they signed a treaty with the British, right? But I think people keep forgetting that they were not slaves. They were brought over to be slaves, but when they landed here, they didn't become slaves because they ran away. And that was the whole argument. People are like, oh, they sold us out, they sold out the rest of us. And that was the argument. I'm sitting there, I'm listening to it. But that's not the real issue. The real issue you need to think about right now, right, is that the country is in a shambles, especially in the West. You have $6.7 billion US of which only 3.6 billion is secured that you can draw upon. U.S. dollars, antigen. U.S. dollars. It's not Jamaican.
All right, let me read a little
You,
what me find. 1 minute. Make I just before I forget.
yeah.
The Maroons, right? Jamaican Maroons. Jamaican Maroons are a group of descendants from the indigenous Arawakans people of the Caribbean who mix with African. So, if me to go by this, right? This is saying the Arawakans. What I mean, the Arawaks, right?
The Arawaks, yeah.
So the descendant from the indigenous Arawaks people of the Caribbean who mix with the African who free themselves from slavery in the colony of Jamaica and establish community of free black people in the island mountainous interior, primarily in the eastern parish. The Arawak fleecing the income media system and African who already, because remember this, they were here before the Africans.
Right.
The Arawaks
right,
were here. The Arawaks were here first. So
right.
Yeah.
So these people calling in to antigen, who is this Dennis? No, it's Nordy. Oh, Nordy's not on.
No, I didn't mind, so I'm going to take him off.
Oh, okay, because I just saw a comment from this guy, whatever. But they were talking about the Maroons and what they did and what they didn't do 200-300 years ago. And I'm like, that doesn't even matter at this point in time. In this point in time, you need to think about what's going on in your country. Jamaica is going to have to borrow all these US $1 billion. And anti-Gen, what the government will not tell you and what they don't want to tell the people is that Jamaica will have to pay back these loans. End of story. These come with concessions.
But they're not even wanting to tell us
They not.
How much percent, by what percent them I get it for borrow.
But guess what, anti-Gen? It doesn't even matter what percent they get it at. Your taxes are going to go up. Be it through the threshold that they relax that threshold, that you're just going to have to pay taxes on all your income. It's going to go up. Your GCP, everything is going to go up, anti-Gen.
Yeah.
They have to pay back this loan. 3.6 billion US dollars. Think about that.
I know.
That's a ton of money.
A whole heap of money. A whole heap of money. So I can't see if what me want to know where them a plan for spend it do.
Well, if the government, in my opinion, just in my opinion, and I'm not an economist or any of that, but in my opinion, what they should be doing is trying to rebuild the infrastructure in such a way that it could withstand a Cat 5, meaning that the roads, right, to like a Beeston Springs or those areas are really built well. That if you get a Cat 5, that you can be up and functioning within 5 days. That it wouldn't take more than a month to be up and running. The hospitals, if they can get the hospitals up and running, that they're modern, okay, that's great. Because you know what, Anti-Gen, to be honest with you, if the hospitals in Jamaica are modern and they have the modern facilities, you may get people like myself, Nordy, other people potentially thinking about moving back. We will bring our capital that we have earned in our respective countries back to that country and to spend. Mansa, you get a Mansa coming back, right? So these are things that the government need to think about. Let me be honest with you and let me be fair with you. given the current infrastructure, given the hospitals, given the roads, Auntie Jan, foreigners are not moving back. They're not living in that country. They're not. I'm being very serious right now. They're not moving back. So you're not bringing capital into the country. I'm being honest with you. I'm sure Mansa would agree.
Yeah.
If the country was serious, they would make sure that hospital, every hospital in that country is better than a Tony Twaits hospital. And you and I both know Tony Twaits is the premier hospital in the country, but you have to be filthy rich to go to Tony Twaits.
Make I read that question where somebody sent to me. Because sometimes I just come on people platform to upset their spirit. I don't like truth, and because I don't like truth, I don't like when people talk truth. You say anybody where I come here and I want to hear the truth, don't come on my platform. Because me I go talk my truth or me feel about it anyhow. Is it the right thing? But what was be the result? Me tell you already say, the result would be what we get today. Me can't go in a courthouse to make results. So you can come send me message. I'm read the message. And I come put. This man a face stand out of order too. You're bright and face stand out of order.
No, I just don't let them get you out of your skin. Don't let them get you out
You're
of
bright
your
and
skin.
face and pass your place, you know. You know, so you're really out of order.
But you know they're upset because it was the
No,
same thing as the Carmen Bell show.
what claims so them a supporter of the PMP. I come looking at I can send me devil emoji. Are you a devil?
I love it. Nardi said, "Mana come back." Because of her belly. I love Nardi.
Out of order. Now listen this now. I am not pleased with the court ruling. It shows Jamaica judges not looking at money and worldview of corruption. Court system, then the evidence is there. He has to take it to the Privy Council. And then you never hear we say, even if a man right in corruption in Jamaica, how long we are preach at the story there?
Exactly.
And something we are preaching, we say corruption in the place and money become the weapon. That's something we talk all the time. Listen now, I'm not pleased with your prediction. You're wrong. Well, you know, I'm pleased with my prediction of your business because the court today rule in favor of Andrew. So who wrong? Am I wrong or are you wrong? I don't think sometimes when you talk like this, some people understand, you know. I think I need listen, I need to open up some people's mind for them understand. I know what the man is saying now. All of we in Jamaica no election run here. So we know so the man not tell a lie. But the man not have the money to beat the system. And the system is corrupt. And I said it from long time. And exactly what I said is what took place today. So who wrong? Me say I would be glad if it goes in favor. But I wasn't expecting it because we're in a corrupt system.
Right.
So what is that you can talk about? You not agree with what I say? And what I say what happen? Because me open my eyes and my mind and I see what going around me.
We knew what was going to happen. I totally knew what was going to happen. I knew this wasn't going to go anywhere.
So if somebody come here and I tell you the truth, you must listen to the truth.
But Auntie Jen, it speaks to the education of the country.
It's man away name. Lady, you're a Christian. So what is the problem about being a Christian? Hold on, I can answer them tonight. Because I'm ready for y'all alone tonight.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Lady, you're a Christian. So what that have to do with what I say? What Christianity have to do with what I say? You say me over here commit fornication? Yes, I'm going to broke no shop in my community. Yes,
what did this person say? Something evil?
Well, I know me answer them, man, because I'm out for them tonight.
Oh boy.
Yes, I'm take away your mother husband.
Oh, I.
So something will happen in my country, I can't talk about that because I'm a Christian. That's why you want to come here and tell me.
No, but Auntie Jan, let's break it down for its mom, right? If you're Christian, right?
Come off on my
So
platform. I
its
can take you
mom,
off because I'm not really want an argument with no. Come off here.
do you think it's normal to have corruption in the government? That's the question.
That's what we should have asked him. Sala Unaweta. Is it right to have corruption? Is it right to buy vote?
Right. Right.
You know, not come here, come ask me, not contact like me, you say me I commit sin. I sin for talk truth. I never know that sin for talk truth. Let me tell you what I say. You want, I can give you some Bible here tonight. Hold on there.
Auntie Jan.
I can go into some Bible. I will want to just black. I want to can find him black and unblack him. I can unblack him.
Its mom. Its mom. Yeah, its mom is the.
Make a unblack him.
Unblock her or him, yeah.
I want it. I want
I
you.
want
you for ear.
Corruption is okay.
I want you for ear. I want you for ear, so I unblock you. I'm going to give you some scripture tonight. Scripture on the come for. Hold on now. A scripture on the one come and if a church on the one make it me ready for now. First of all, me ready for all of you ready for me. Alright? I'm going to tell you what I seen. Hold on there. Hold on, I can tell you.
But Auntie Jan, keep in mind, they may not be able to know how to read correctly. So keep that in mind when you're doing the scripture.
Wait you say? Keep. I read it for you. Hold on. The Bible says all unrighteousness. Dorothy darling, auntie, don't argue with the devil advocate. I going to teach them tonight, man. Hold on, I'm going to go up now. St. John what? St. John. No, 1 John. 1 John 5. I can look for 1 John 5 over here. Hold on. Since you don't come for me, let me go for now. St. John. 1 John 5. And the funniest thing when I teach Bible, you not come for you. That's the problem. You not come here,
They
man.
don't come on there.
No, they not come. Then I never say a set of people them so naive to themselves. When me over here in the morning teaching it, you don't come, you know. But anytime over here talk, you come. You see so no hypocrite? Alright.
They love the politics.
If they love it. The Bible says all unrighteousness is sin. And there is a sin not unto death. This type of sin is Claudia, you can write your question, man. Actually, I don't know when they look for you know. No line. And I don't know. Just want you know say all unrighteousness is sin. But I want to find another one where tell you say
But Auntie Jan, how come she's quiet? Or its mom? Why is she quiet? Why is he quiet?
I don't know why they ain't quiet. Win we. You know who near win we? Somebody near win we I try to come in. Cause I really because someone just love problem, you know. I don't really want no problem with it.
Auntie Jan, bring them in. Bring them in. Just bring them in. We'll handle that. It's all right.
Win we, good night. Win we? They not answer. Me I look for one passenger. Alright, so me find it. Me find what me I look for. Um, Safari, good night.
Yes, good night everyone. How you doing, Auntie?
I'm good. How
I'm
you
blessed
doing?
to see Fur, how you doing?
Fergie, yeah.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, great. I was here talking and I'm 100% with you all about what you're talking about. Because I've said it before, the government is under a secret society and he has pledged a vow to the secret society. So the agenda is on, which is an esoteric agenda, which is a weapon, which is called food and water against the people, and you control food and water. We control the people, but the people doesn't really understand because of lack of knowledge, and when lack of knowledge, you don't know the people perish.
Yeah, yeah. That when me realize with the people because even by me coming on here, I try to point out the truth to them. You come on here, yeah, them address it like, oh, then you're a Christian. So like a Christian, I have to point out the truth. And I can't understand these terms.
My mama, I'm gonna follow them. My mama, you don't know, so them gonna come with all these, these things, because based on the light, the darkness, I go and try if compare with the light, which the darkness cannot compare with the light. You're the light, mama. Is it? I like the people, but I let them know what's really going on. I am also a friend of Ron Currie, good hygiene, them undergrow me, and I'm out of his class too, and Sir Luke George Cook too. You understand?
Okay.
So, yeah, we are from the same community, so
yeah,
you basically reason about this at all times and try your best, to get abreast and abrupt with what's basically going on in the world and the people that who will live with our with wells wrong. Understand? So
yeah,
also classified information and based on even all of this before these things take place. Based on the Prime Minister going to the wall, we know about the Ashkenazi Jews, which are the so-called biblical Jews, and we act as if, they are in control and they are the right people, you understand? But persons need to get themselves educated and get to and understand and to know what's basically really going on. Because remember now, from this man signed a word of secrecy and is on an agenda. The agenda come with a lot of consequences. So person don't know the choices that we made, it comes to consequences because what we sow, that's what we reap.
Yeah.
And that's what we give out to the multiverse of the universe, that's what we get back. What goes around comes around, every action brings a reaction. They can't so on and expect to read peace. So
may I ask you a question?
Mama, I listen to you a lot and
Thank you.
I said, what's his name? C. Fergie.
Fergie, yeah.
Yeah, I respect you and I love Mama, and trust me, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure listening to you, and
So may I ask you a question?
More, even though you know a lot still, but you want to learn more, and it's iron sharpen iron, so each one teaches one. So it's just the unconditional love, and that's what I am. I'm a very God-fearing person too, and I love the Lord so much too. And that's just the right thing and to get the people on the right track. But many are called, but few are chosen. And everybody will say, Lord, I got enter. You understand? The harvest is plenty, but the reapers are few. You know that too, Mama, because these are all scriptures.
We know them things.
Let's go on to the thing, man. I'm here listening. And,
so let me ask you a question before you go, though. Always say you're going with the Prime Minister you're doing. What do you think may be the end result of him?
Well, Mama, remember, as I said before, he's on our agenda, and these people, as see Fergie that show you again, they're in control, you understand? Not to say that darkness can win light, but what is to be fully filled, this prophecy has to fulfill. Understand? And the evil with the storm to not mean to deter from it. It's a man-made. So I remember say two things the devil can do. He can't read the mind and he can't blow breath. So trust me, it's not surprising to me if you understand to see, because a lot of time things do happen and then blame it and say, yo, God, what are really God? You understand? So you have to just have the insight, you understand, because Mama, you're on the Lord's side. See, Fergie is on the Lord's side. So the Lord will indicate us and show us what to do when that time comes. But for now, what is to be in full effect has to be, because the blueprint of the smartest is done there already for. Remember, I said from way back this man have signed a lot of things under the oath of secrecy when he's saying that he's going to meetings, these so-called meetings, which there are different agendas. So, it's just, some advice to see and see, not to hear, stay here and hear not, it's to who's to know will know and who's not to know will not know. Who's to be in awe will be in awe, and who's not to be in awe will not be in awe, Mama. So, as I said before, God has our back and he will direct us because he's the director of part. That's all I have to say about it.
Thank you. Thank you for your input. Welcome.
Yes, thank you, Tafari. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Listening.
Okay then, all right. So back to my answer to who come here and talk about Christian. I'm gonna put it in a perspective tonight. Anyone who come.
Yeah, actually, Jen, because he came back with stop think evil.
So,
what have you said
so what I
that
know?
is evil?
Let me tell him now. Do you not know that the unrighteous shall not inherit the earth? So listen what is the unrighteous. No fornicator. Fornicator is a person who have sex out of marriage. So I'm not married and me have sex. I'm not sex. At 14 I turn 15 year me don't sex. So I'm not commit no fornication.
Tell them about you, Jen. Tell them.
So make me clear the ear with that. Clear. Me live around with my children them and they can attest to it. And when I know my children and my grandchildren. You hear me telling you? So me am a fornicator. So get that out. No idolater. I'm not an idol worshipper. I'm not an idol worshipper. There's nothing that I put before God and I do a worship image. So I'm not in that category. Now, effeminate. You may not know what this word means. And I will break it down for you tonight. But let me say for anybody who follow me in the morning time, remember what is the definition for the word effeminate in the scripture. Anyone of you command my student man. The meaning of the word effeminate. Any one of you? Anybody? Come no man.
Tell us, Mama.
On the love to come and control that at people and I tell them what they are not. Now me ask another question and the meaning. Nobody is here to tell me what it means. So it's a situation where like the genders. So I'm a female, but I want to go in the place of a man. And like a man want to come in the place of a woman. So I want to switch my gender, hack out of my gender capacity. So I start want to do what female do and male want to do what male do. And me personally, me is a straight woman. So me not in that the bracket. If you don't understand what I mean, I try to talk it nice because I don't want them do nothing on my platform. So me is a straight woman. I never go the other way yet. Because I like to feel movement. So no don't yeah, it's things to do with that, but I don't want to call out that. I want people to understand what I'm saying. So me not in that category. Me not in that category there. And I'm a mother of 6 children with 10 grandchildren. So me not in that category there. None at all. Alright? So let me tell you what the next one says. Nor thief. I mean a thief nothing. I bet you Allah. Nor covetousness. I mean I covet nobody for nothing where they have. Nor drunkard. I mean I drink nothing where for drunk me. Nor reveler. I mean a reveler. I'm a decent woman. Nor extortioner. I mean I extort nobody for their money. So me not in none of them the category. None of them the people that the Bible says shall not inherit the earth. And right now I am a perfect person because none of them no match me. So anytime when I come here again, understand when you come and type in what you are saying. Understand the word or go study the word before they come here because I'm going to highlight it as long as I have breath in my body and can tell the wrong that is happening in the country. So if you don't like it, don't come over here. Good night, Tamika. Tamika? Tamika?
She's probably busy, Auntie Jen. You know, Tamika.
So I hope that answer the question for the person. Anyone else I don't want to come over here about Christianity. Leave Christianity out of this. I know my boundaries.
Good night, Auntie Jen.
Yeah, good night,
Yes,
Tamika.
good
How are
night.
you?
Good night, Fergie.
Good night, good night.
Good night, Brian. Good night.
How you doing?
Good night, ma'am. Good night.
Go ahead, Tamika. Say what you want to say.
A little bit better than worse.
You know, me passed near your area yesterday, but me couldn't turn up because
Good
time with
night.
You know, me
I
come.
am here holding it.
Me come your way yesterday, and me
But
come
the
Mantiga Bay.
Wi-Fi, it was my data. It was
Because the signal not good. Me couldn't pick up nothing nowhere down at the
yeah,
west.
no good none at all, Auntie. You know much night you want trying to live. Not good at all.
Me
So
under.
how you do? How things we don't know?
We there watch what going in our country now. We there talk about Paul Buchanan losing appeal against Andrew. And we there talk about him and we talk about Chief Buchanan. And we were no not Chief Buchanan, Chief Currie. So we were saying before this happened, I say I wasn't looking for I wasn't excited. I wasn't looking for the other result than what happened today because I know that the whole thing is already set. So yes, Mr. Buchanan is right. It is right. Exactly everything he says is true because we know how the Jamaica politics run. And that's why I say it already and I'm going to say it again tonight. If the PNP want to farm back government in Jamaica, when I sit down there and start save some pile of money for go give up black tongue, buy chicken, and start give people food package before election. Because if you don't match on an opponent and I write it right and I say me come here and tell you right, if you don't meet them at their game, how not gonna beat them? Somebody explain it to me. And another thing,
Yeah.
if you don't try get out,
You have a
if you
point,
don't, if you
Auntie. They say you they had room, you live as room and live.
another thing too, all of the who are gonna be on the EOJ have to be very vigilant. Here, there. Me tell you something now. This brother we are around the country now is very cunning, you know, brother. How did I study the man? Did I study the man?
Mama, say it to them again, Mama. Just say it to them again, Mama.
The man is cunning.
Say it
Alright, I'm
again.
gonna show you how cunning the man is and the PNP I missed the goal. I missed the point. Even coming out with the manifesto. PNP should have all hard and not come out with the manifesto till them come out of them a government. You come out, you know what they do? Then take 2 more weeks and manipulate back your one and come out with one something. And say, are you a thief with the idea? You don't see trick.
Yeah, but Auntie Jen, they've been doing this for a decade. Let's not forget. This isn't new for them. It's not a new strategy for that party.
But what me saying now, any all them that come out with none. So none of them read, you know. So I thought we are going to election without none.
Yeah, but the thing is, Auntie Jen, we have to remember, right? The people who are voting today, right, who are eligible to vote and who may be voting, they don't understand this. Like, my parents, which would be like your parents' age bracket in the 80s and 90s, they're dying out, right? They're unfortunately they're gone. They're almost gone. So you have to deal with people in a different generation, and you have to deal with them in a different way, in a different tactic. And I get what the PNP is doing. Mm-hmm. They're staying true to who they are. We're speaking truth to facts to the people. That's the PNP thing. Truth to facts to the people. End of story. That's how PNP operates. It's going to be very difficult when you have an education system that has failed the nation. And I don't think people realize that. It has failed that country in very big ways, right? It has failed it in terms of we don't see the issue of people scamming. Like, that seems normal. right? Because you're not going in and killing someone, which there are deaths from scamming, but you're not seeing the visceral, violent craziness that would happen from scamming. And so the country has accepted scamming, and I'm not saying the country as a whole. I'm just saying scamming in general, that the country has accepted it. And Tijan, you can't have a country that accepts scamming and don't think that they will not accept corruption as the norm. They do. They go hand in hand. That is the problem. That is where they assume that that is prosperity for the country. That is the issue. It's the messaging. The message is that, oh, you have prosperity. How do you have prosperity when your roads, half of your roads are gone? How? How do you have prosperity when you can't get the normal diagnostics, x-rays, CT scans, MRIs, when you go to the major regional hospitals? How is that
Right.
prosperity?
Right, see, Ferg, you don't mean to cut you. You're speaking about results. Results. You wanna see
Results, right.
Simple.
You want to
That's
see
what-
results.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, Currie, talk. Let
They,
them know.
these people don't get it. And I don't know if it's a matter of them not being able to travel outside of Jamaica to say, hey, the hospitals in these countries are not like this, right? And Tijan, I always told you, you know, you lived in America. I said the worst hospitals here in New York beats the best hospitals in Jamaica. The worst. Okay? They have MRI, CT scan. That's normal. That is norm. That is the norm. So I don't know if that's the case, that they have never traveled outside of the country, that they don't know. And so they don't expect and they don't appreciate that there are things that can be done better in the country. That is the problem. Jamaica has a generation, a huge generation, Antigen, that they just don't know. They have no idea. So whatever they get, you know, they go to, let's say, for example, they go to KPH. We go to KPH. They don't have a CT scan. Okay, I'm going to have to go over here and pay money to get diagnostics to go back to KPH. No, that's not right.
Fergie.
Yeah.
I just want you to give me a chance to say something.
Yep.
Here in Jamaica at the hospital, you cannot compare Jamaica hospital with American hospital. And I'm gonna give you a few scenarios. Okay. For example, you will go to the Jamaica hospital and you will tell them that, you know, I'm not feeling so well. They ask you what happened to you. You will say to them that, you know, I have a back problem. You know, that can cause from kidney because your kidney mostly get to your lower back, right?
Yeah.
It could be even your upper back, where maybe it could be like your lungs, for example, something wrong with. You know what they do? They give you the medication to go home and try. Here, that is here in Jamaica. With America, what America do is to do a blood culture, meaning they pull your blood, they test the blood to see if it is you're having like kidney failure or lungs collapsing or stuff like that. So you cannot compare. Doctors here is more of a business for them.
Right.
Because when they do write you a referral for you to go on the outside to do blood tests like that, they are giving you a referral to go directly to their big friend's lab where their big friend can eat the money from you, while the hospital in America just do one thing. If it is a CT scan, if it is an ultrasound, if it is an X-ray, you understand what I'm saying? If it is a blood work, they do a depth of what is wrong with you. That before America treat you, you have to let the people them know that before America to give you any drug, they have to test your blood to make sure if your system can stand the medication that they're gonna give to you. Jamaica, they know do them something there.
And Tamika, to that point, that's the issue. Because if you go to Tony Twaits, right, they will do that at Tony Twaits. I know that for a fact because I've had friends who've gone to Tony Twaits and they've done that. But you got to have the money, right, to go to Tony Twaits.
Yeah, tap up the screen, YouTube, tap up. Bring it to 100.
But that's the point.
But watch this now. But watch this now. Remember what you guys are saying. All right, if we're in a systematic system which is corrupt, and it has a design, see? And its design is connected with the pharmaceutical companies, see? Their design and their strategy and their move is not to get these people better, it's to get them worse, you understand? Because it's a money making thing. So watch this now. We're not in this to help anyone. The agenda is to get as much person to be sick as possible. All different sort of ailments, so we can generate this income and make vast amount of income for these people. It's a deep insight. I get what you're saying, Tamika, and see Fergie. Yeah, it's very more deep, because these are strategies. It's like we're playing, not like we are playing chess, you understand? And to destroy the opponent, you don't know by any means necessary, because remember, it's the negative energy is in control, you understand, and running things.
I like that word, negative energy.
Yeah, man. So the negative energy will do anything, you understand, to manipulate, to destroy. They will come under a facade as an angel of light to deceive the person, but only who are connected with the Most High will detect and really know these things. I said to you before, some of us to see and see not, ears to hear and hear not, because their heart grows and walks it only with their ears and listen to their heart, then God will come and heal the land. All of these things has to happen because these people are stubborn. They're not listening to Auntie, they're not listening to Steve Fergie. You know, you get this thing, isn't it? It's so sad to say, but a lot of persons are going to die. Wait until January. There's a pandemic is going to break out. These are the strategies that has to be taken, understand? Remember, what the government is getting themselves into, he knows before he had a choice, you understand? And he has made this choice. That's what I want persons to understand what's going on. There's nothing that can stop what's going on. The people will not like any house, you understand?
Yeah.
The blueprint is already there, the money is already paid. Everything is strategic. Notice they're not talking anymore. They're just action.
Yeah. I like how you bring up that thought. About them not talk much.
No, Tafari is right.
Yeah. They dep on the ground and they work, they not talk. And that's one of the tricks the PNP never watch too.
But the thing is that if the country doesn't realize that there is better out there, then the country is lost, right? Because what Tamika said is perfectly right. That's exactly how everyday, all-day people that they go through, right? They go to the hospital, oh, we don't know, take this medication. Oh, you need to go get a test for this, you need to get a test for that, and you got to go pay for this person to do this test, and this. No, that needs to stop. And what the country doesn't realize, you see, if the hospitals were up to par, up to at least the worst hospitals in America, I'm just putting this out there, people would move. People like myself and others with probably move back home because we know we would get the diagnostics. They would be able to treat us. That is the number one reason. A lot of people won't say this. They say it's crime. Crime is everywhere. Crime is everywhere. I am here in New York, and I'm telling everyone right here online, I am petrified because there is
Cheryl.
shooters everywhere. Like, I'm petrified that I get on the subway and there's a mass shooter
Exactly,
on the
Cheryl.
subway. Okay,
Mhm.
like I'm sorry. You guys don't have that in Jamaica. Thank
Cheryl.
goodness, and I hope Jamaica does not get to that point. But I am telling you right now, my major fear here in the United States is mass shooters.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
those bullets are not the pipe bullets that they get in Jamaica. These bullets are on another level. These bullets are they're made to unalive you in a matter of seconds. So that's my major fear. I get on the subway and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. I get into a crowded place. I'm like, okay, I gotta be on the lookout. Where's my nearest exit? Where do I need to run? So you guys don't have that fear. You guys, as of now, do not have that fear of like mass shooting as we do in America. That's our biggest thing, right? But if, for example, if the country had at least the minimum regards for healthcare, and think about it, they're not even thinking correctly. So if Jamaica got their healthcare up to par, you would have more people who would probably move back to the country. People who don't even know the country would move into Jamaica because Jamaica is beautiful, right? That you would have people coming in with capital resources, meaning we're coming with our American dollars, we're coming with our Canadian dollars, we're coming with our British pounds. We're coming in, we're creating services, we're creating jobs.
But look at it again. As of the last still, because watch this now. The science is incorrect, because when I analyze the pharmaceutical and the whole industry, and I'm seeing, remember, these men have to go to Africa, and they send their university to learn how, from these bush doctors, how to extract these bush into medicine, and they add chemical to it. So once you do that, you mix it and you gotta get a cross. So you'll have nausea, suicidal thoughts. You understand? So how that can be good for you?
No, but
really have
no.
side effects.
But some of them, you have to know, and all of them have the same side effect. It depends for the type of something you get, for the type of...
Right. So I'm saying different side effects. So how can the science be right when you have side effects? Once the science is right, no side effects, nothing, no nausea, no suicidal thought, none of that. Is that what I said? It's supposed to be all right and everything good, but the science fails, so that's how you know. You understand?
Yeah, the side effects fail. Is a failure part of it because they cure one thing and mash up another thing.
Thank you.
But guess what happened now? Guess what? Guess why me never blame the science of it. I blame we as human beings, because me tell you something. We as a people don't check on what we're putting into our mouth. That's number one.
Mama, look at it. Don't mean to cut it, Mama, but remember, Leviticus speaks about it. Because the man did it, it shows you what to eat and what not to eat. Because the man did it, so remember, you have to take care of yourself, and nobody not take care of you.
Right, so you not take care of yourself, which ever blame nobody else for your downfall.
Right. So nobody not take care of you, or you have to do that for yourself. And make sure, is the man did it, because remember that, man. Every tub of silk on its own bottom, So every boy, every girl, every man, every woman have to give a count.
And another thing too, we get too sophisticated. We now go try to study the herbs, they will help. We want to just get it quick.
Right. Right. Every day is a battlefield. I see Fergie.
And let me say this to you, and I don't want to be naive either, because sometimes the science helps.
I'm talking about the correct science, mama, not the incorrect one.
Yeah,
Correct.
so sometimes it's science.
one.
Let me tell you where some of the science really work.
Yeah.
The science work like when you have a kidney problem. Because you see, when your kidney fail, no, you can't filter your body, you know. So them have a thing where they call we're gonna do dialysis.
Right, dialysis.
Yeah, and let me tell you something, it help. Because they do the feel they do the work of what the kidney they do, so you have to go in. So you keep your little longer alive. So some of the science is really key because we mash up ourselves. So some of it keep you alive for a little longer. So altogether, we don't want to just bash it on a general way, but there are evidence that show that most of these medication does have side effect, meaning that if not you get cure one way, you mash up yourself right away. So that let me know there's no way me gonna get up every day and take one type of medication for no ailment in my body. Me I tell you the truth. So if I dead I will come, dead I will come because me can't me now
Mama,
can't
as
do it.
Siri speaks about the incorrect one, you know?
But Aunt Jen,
Yeah,
Aunt Jen,
go ahead.
I'm gonna say something to you. See,
Yeah,
the herb of the land is the healing of the nation.
that's true.
I'm not saying I am not saying their pharmaceutical products don't have any what should I say now, any help on the human body.
Yeah,
But 3/4, a matter of fact, all of the herbs that is unearthed here, they take it to the lab and they modify it in a way where they add their substance to it to give it to you.
At the same time, I said them extract it.
For example, a person with kidney problem, do you know that the best bush for kidney problem is dandelion?
Oh yes, Tamika. Yep.
but Tamika, me gonna say this to you though. It depends on how bad your kidney is. Because I'm going to say something about the herb. The herb is also more of a preventative measure if we take those stuff more than even when we mash up ourselves, then we are trying to correct it. So how bad alright, like for instance when they say your kidney just like 5%, you know, so you're almost at the point of death.
Yep.
You hearing what I'm saying, Tamika?
Yes, you are 5%.
Yeah.
95% of the kidney is all gone. But you see, diet have a whole lot to do with the human body.
So true.
If you are consuming things that is not supposed to consume in your body, and you're not detoxing the body, you're not flushing out whatever waste from the system. Some of the time, those medication we then give to you still not have no
use.
Can't do nothing.
Yeah.
You don't have no use because your kidney is a filter for the whole entire body. And if, for example, if your blood pressure or your sugar or your cholesterol isn't under any control, you're gonna have kidney problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the sugar, diabetic, and high blood pressure tend to ruin every organ.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, that's true. And this is why I have an issue, Tamika, to that point. This is the issue I have with the Jamaican culture. They glorify KFC. If I notice, there's a ton of, right ribbon here for this new KFC that opened.
Hello?
My KFC is not that good. It's not that good.
I'm good.
It's not that good. Like really, we're glorifying.
Yeah, did you want to
the
did you want to
opening
go
of a
live?
KFC?
Or you want to just talk to me? No man, let me take you in on the live. 1 minute you TikTok, let me take you in a live call. Alright. Go ahead.
Yes. Alright, everyone. Good. Very
relevant conversation about what the people in Jamaica. As you know, what is happening in Jamaica is that not all, but most of the population, which is operating in an entire mentality. They're waiting for somebody. See, if it's not the prime minister, it's the government, and some relatives or friends has to come and save them. So sometimes we have to realize where the mentality of these people are. When they allow to rewrite them, take them the way it was, and blame. Because when you show up at 1 o'clock in the morning, somebody's to get their vote, you're taking their dignity. But they don't even realize dignity is gone.
Mm-hmm.
But what I really want to talk about is, I don't know if we talk about Mr. Currie yet. I want to ask let me ask him if they're the Maroons and they're this, but if valuable things wherever they are, claim they have minerals and stuff like that there. No, I want to ask, are they to use those minerals for? Are they gonna guard those minerals? Are they gonna get those minerals to increase the life over there? And if they do come in, it can help people build schools and something like.
So, but yeah, people are saying this thing about mineral there, but what kind of mineral is there?
No, some people are saying gold, oil is there that want.
Me not believe that. Me not believe so no gold and no oil up there. No.
I think it's rumors. It's all rumors.
And listen me good. If oil and gold ain't up there, but any powers in the Almighty God creation, Andrew that go up there go capture it long time.
Why want it? Why all this back to get over? Why? Why more?
I maybe hold on. I maybe maybe if you say Andrew. Past leaders would have maybe if remember the gold if Jamaica have gold.
That's what they mean. That's why
previous prime minister told them going to go take you over a long time too.
Exactly, Auntie Jen. We could be
so why Andrew why is so fixated according to them?
They have whole heap of lumber and whole heap of something up there, that me sure about.
Box.
I think what what you need to understand, right? Jamaica has one of our major commodities, and a lot of Jamaicans don't understand this, is potable water, meaning although in drought seasons people have no water in their pipes, but there is water on that island, a ton of it. And it's potable, meaning they don't need to spend much time to basically, how can I say? They don't need to spend much time or spend much money to make it potable, right? And Jamaica is one of the few countries on the earth that has 90% of their water that is potable. And the cockpit country, funny enough, has a ton of potable water. So essentially, the cockpit country could actually supply all of Jamaica, all of that island, with all its water, and they don't need to filter it, so to speak.
So I want to defer this. So you're saying that is in the up in the cockpit?
In the cockpit has.
But right now they're up there since it's hurricane. They don't have water for drink.
Because they don't have access to it, Auntie Jan. That's the issue. You need to get access to it, and you need to build the infrastructure, as what the government should do, to get access to that water. That's the issue, Auntie Jan. They just don't have the infrastructure in place to get access to that water. Jamaica has the most potable water. 90% of its water is potable, meaning they don't even need to filter it.
Okay.
And Auntie Jan, in decades to come, so maybe not in the next 10 years or 20 years, but maybe in the next 30 years, based on climate change, you're going to need that potable water. Jamaica is one of the few islands that has that potential to produce that kind of water.
Do you want to tell me say all the time we have all them kind of resources and nobody no make no effort for have it as an export where we could have way for water export. No man.
No, Auntie Jen, you don't even understand. Jamaica is exporting potable water to Singapore. You didn't know that?
No.
Okay. We are exporting potable water to Singapore. Singapore has zero potable water. They have zero waters on their lands in Singapore. Singapore is as flat as they come. And we, as part of other countries, are exporting water to Singapore.
Let's say, Orius, good night. Orius. I want to call like them and come up in our box and see what go on.
Just we export water for around export because Jamaica is now filled with bottled water.
Oh.
So, with bottled. Hello?
Hello, you hearing me?
Can you?
Hello? Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, hearing you now. Go ahead.
I'm asking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Asking the gentle. I'm saying no filled with import bottled water while we export. Is that what you're saying? Hello?
He's asking a question. She's asking a question, Fergie. Are you hearing?
Oh, I guess I can't hear that well, but
Ask her, yeah,
asking,
your phone breaking up a little. But ask him the question again.
Right. Of how probably, let me guess, she's probably asking how we're exporting water, right? Bottled waters and stuff like that when the country itself doesn't have water. The issue is that the infrastructure has not been built out for the entire country to have access to that water. So, meaning, for example, I may have a company that export water to Singapore, but I may put in the infrastructure to extract that water so I can ship it to Singapore. But I, as a private company, would not put that in place for the government. The government would need to put in place a system of how they can extract that water to contain that water. So you had to extract it, contain it, and filter it to get it into the pipes of the Jamaican people. The Jamaican government does not have that capability. They do not have that infrastructure in place. That is the issue. But there is potable water. FYI, Dunn's River Falls. Has Dunn's River Falls ever been without water, even in drought season? Never.
See what you're saying.
Roaring River is always with water.
Traffic to me. But my so if Currie for up there and he's having militant thing to make sure and take over that. How else can he has the authority to get that part
You're breaking. You're breaking out.
Helpful. We have that. Hold on.
You break up. I don't know why you break up.
Hold on. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, you sound a little better. Go ahead.
Yep. Sounds
So I'm
good. Yep.
asking him, if Mr. Curry, right? Does Mr. Curry have the power to get that water system in place so it can benefit his economy, the economy of the Maroon people?
No, I don't think so.
No, he doesn't. The government would have to step in, and at this point, the government can't run into like the maroon areas like that.
So the government can't go into the Maroon area, and he don't have the authority.
No, because
Yep.
anything we would need for care come if come do all them, that's something that the government enough to approve it, don't?
So all of that.
That's right, Auntie Jack.
Yeah. So all of that that the Creator have provided for us, for Jamaicans to enrich itself, is going to waste. Is that what's happening? Because the government can't tap into it.
I don't think it's going to waste. I don't think it's going to waste. I mean, there are certain areas that do have springs, and they bring up springs that the government can tap into. So the government still has the ability.
Come YouTube, tap up the screen, man, double tap.
No, what I'm saying, when I say go to waste, when I say going to waste, I mean it's not benefiting the Maroon people's economy. You know, this could have been if the system in Jamaica, whether it be the government, the chief, or whoever it is, if they could come together, and I mean, this could build hospitals and schools by us tapping into that potted water.
Yeah.
But I have to say to you, as of now, right, in our economy and our history, potable water is not an issue. Potable water will become an issue 20, 30 years from now. So it's not a hot commodity at all.
Oh,
so what you mean?
Right? So 20 to 30 years from now, because given climate change, this is based on climate change, that the waters that we're drinking a lot of it won't be potable. So it will not become a hot commodity. It has to be a hot commodity. Right now, that potable water is not a hot commodity at all.
Okay.
It will be 30 years from now. I'll probably be dead and gone before that it ever happened. But it will be 30 years from now when climate change, you know, the climate is changing. I shouldn't say when. It is changing. And it is going to take a time. And when it does hit that level where potable water becomes a hot commodity, that's the issue. So it's decades from now. It's not next year. It's not this year. It is not 5 years from now. It is decades from now that potable water will become a hot commodity.
I got you. But what I'm saying, what I'm wondering now though, so why is there such a, if in your belief, why is there such a tussle about this space that the Maroons are in between Andrew? Because I know, you know, it's never been like that with any government, any prime minister, any they were always left alone. So why is it there now?
I think the issue.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think the issue is with the Maroons, and I mean, we have to look at their history. They've always been independent, and they have not really relied on the government too much. But the government wants to put in armed forces in that area, right? The Maroons and their council, so it's not even just Chief Currie. Chief Currie is only one part of the Maroons. He's only for the compound, right? He's not for the other Maroon areas. So there's a council. And the council gathered together, and collectively they've all said, we do not want Jamaica Defense Force on our floors here. So basically what they're saying, we will accept your materials. So whatever materials you have to give to us or to lend to us, we're fine with, but they have enough manpower within their towns that they can rebuild back the areas that were affected. The reason why he's probably doing that, and this is only my opinion, is that they don't want where the JDF goes in, boots on the ground, and now it's hard for them to get out, right? So now they're having control. And let's think about this, right? Think about Tivoli Gardens years ago when they were looking for Dudas. It took them a while to get out of Tivoli Gardens. And that was a crime. Like that, they were looking for a criminal. And it took them a while.
Yes.
So just think about it. They're going to go now into a Kampong. The JDF is on the ground, right? So it's not just about rebuilding, but it's other things. And this is where I think the Maroons probably thought to themselves, as they do independently, that we will take the materials, we welcome the materials in, we have the manpower within our community to rebuild back our
listen,
community.
Andrew, now I'm going to do it that the way, so I'm sorry.
Right, Auntie Jen. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that was their deal. I don't know.
Auntie Jen, yeah. Forget Auntie Jen.
Your phone a break up though. Your phone a break up.
Yeah. Don't forget to this. Chief Currie was in disagreement. So Miller, there was a disagreement with them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but that disagreement, it's a little weird because it's not. It's hard for me to believe there was such a disagreement when the entire council. So this is a council of all the Maroons. It's not just Chief Currie's area. It's not a council of the compound. It was the council of all the Maroons across the island, right? So that to me, that disagreement seems a little weird to me. That they would be so viscerous about it when it's a council. Chief Currie didn't make this decision by himself. It was a council. He literally he met with the entire council. So it's not just a Kampong, it's Moortown, it's all these other Maroon towns across the nation.
Yeah, Tamika?
Yes, Aunt Jen?
Yeah, man.
I'm here.
Yeah, man. Give up your statement or you want to give.
Give up my statement?
Yeah, man, because you know, so me are close now.
Yeah, me know say your time come. Well, the only thing I can say is that 2025 will be closing pretty soon. We are just a few weeks away from saying Merry Christmas. A lot of persons won't be saying Merry Christmas. Some won't be saying Happy New Year because you know the whole shaking what has passed and gone. But this is it. What I can say to my people is that once God is in the vessel, we are going to smile at every storm. And the only thing I just ask my people them to do, you see, be vigilant, be wise, talk to Father God before you should make any move, any plan. And that's because we not listen to Father God why we're not getting the answers what we are supposed to get. And it is because we are not looking up to see that our redemption draw it nigh. Why all these things is happening in the world, we are so shocked and surprised of it.
Yeah.
But the closing for 2025, everyone, I just want you to just stay focused. Yes, as I said before, a lot of persons have been destroyed. It's not the end of the world. The greatest thing,
Thank
and
you.
I must applaud you. I must commend you for it.
Thank you.
And for Fergie, you have been talking up the things, and I appreciate that because a lot of persons.
Clive McDermott. I am Clive McDermott, live in Canada. They have a lot of pie down there and they plan a week too. I mean, I understand the last part of it. But like you say, you're from Canada. Oh, you know, so they have a whole lot of pie down there. Can you type in or you know? Is it an assumption or you know of it? Because we don't want to come here and put on the platform anything where we can't prove. Clive McDermott? Can you prove that, sir?
It's dangerous. Wow.
Yeah, we don't want to put things there that we can't prove. We may have our difference of opinions, but we don't really want to impart any false information that we cannot prove. So I'm asking you to type something in the comment and I'm asking you if you have first-hand knowledge of it or something, because if you have first-hand knowledge of that, by right you need to report it to the authorities because we don't support those type of things in any shape or form. All right, Mansa. 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 It look like Mansa come up. Look, I'm saying then I come back in that box. Mansa. Him don't know say him in that box. Let me take him out. Oh, you're aware of it. We're not sure if it's true, so we don't really want, because sometimes people make mischief here. I would have want for you to think like that too, but I can't say that when I have no proof. I learn enough that when I don't have proof to things, I'm not going to hold to believe it unless I can prove something to the fact. All right, so Fergie, your closing remarks. My YouTuber gone.
Yeah. Yeah, not much in closing, Auntie Jen, but first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for what you have been doing. I've been watching you going into those communities. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Auntie Jen.
And we're going back again this week too, you know.
I saw, I'm like, whoa, go Auntie Jen.
But I'm going to go before the week is end again.
Be very careful, Auntie Jen. Be very careful.
You know, me not go with
just be careful.
I don't go with no doubt and no fear. And everywhere I go, people receive me and they are grateful. So I haven't come upon any form of animosity so far. And I can tell you where I'm going back to Petersfield because I have some stuff here that I must get them out. So I have to go. And I did make them a promise. I have to fulfill the promise also.
Yeah.
Bright, hold on, one minute. Bright Liquor Stars is saying.
Yes, Amika.
1 minute. Maroon don't need any pie. They have tactics from Africa. So what they are saying, they don't have to use pie. They have tactics. Well, I can tell you one thing, Bright Liquor Star. You know, me love you, but here what? Tactics not gonna work if the soldier then go in there, you know. So, remember, you're going to have a helicopter them overhead. So, any tactics what them are going to do, it are two things. You know, say, we just want people, we want good sense prevail, and the government and the Maroon can have a peaceable solution. That's all we can say about it.
it won't happen, Auntie Jen,
Well,
because
honestly, in
you
my
have
opinion, if it not happen and the government ready to take a stand, the Maroon them are gonna dead out.
I don't think the government will do that. I think the government, in my opinion, um, that they will follow through and not follow this aggressive behavior. I don't think the government will do that. I really don't. I think the government will more than likely honor um, what they have gotten from Chief Currie and in regards to the
May I differ?
Maroons, and they will just leave them
Defend that?
alone.
May I differ upon that? May I differ upon that, Fergie? May I not agree upon that? Andrew not take last and Andrew not take no for no answer. So my question will end up.
But Auntie Jen,
Oh,
Yeah.
one closing point before you leave, you see?
Mhm.
And this is it what me can't understand. How can you give me independence of my people and then in a devastation case like this, I refuse from taking help from you, and then because I refuse from taking help from you, you want to use brute force to let me know that me have to take it when you give it to me from day one. That now make no sense.
Hold on,
Hold
hold on. Let me say if we're getting a point right, because me, I've been saying this from last week that me have a little different agree on it. The treaty that was signed by the British, right? That's what we need to look at. I need to look at that. I think I need to look at that. The treaty that was signed. What was in the treaty? Because from then the time till now, these Maroon are still not independent. They don't have nothing for lean pan pan, so they still have to use everything for Jamaica same way. So I can understand. They still have Jamaica passport, they still have Jamaica birth paper, they still have got Jamaica clinic, they still have got Jamaica hospital and all of that. What independence they have that they can stand up on their own?
Funny you should say that, Auntie Jen. You know they don't pay property tax at all.
Apart from that, the question I'm asking, cause this is where me have a problem with. If I am the bearer of a Jamaica passport, you know what this Jamaica passport does? What it says? Anybody here know what this passport is? It's one old one. So anyway, you don't remember no one. Some of you don't know no one. Yes, my son first passport. Oh no, what this? Oh no, when you become an old of one of these passport, what is it?
You belong to Jamaica. You rightfully.
You rightfully belong to Jamaica. So this is what me saying. If these Maroon over these here never separate themselves from Jamaica within Jamaica, that they are independently of their own registration office for register themselves. Because once you have this and once you have a Jamaican passport, the government of Jamaica has all responsibility for you, and this is where my problem is.
But Auntie Jen, this is it. What I am saying. You can tell the people them say, or the people them have it in their head from day one to the back of their brain that they are independent. For them to get such a title, it have to sanction from the government, whether JLP or PNP.
Nobody not give them no title. Over the years, by me watching, maybe something could have passed me. But the only entitlement me know they have is this treaty where they say was signed by the British that give them the land.
So that means it's only the land that they rightfully own,
That's
but they don't own nothing else.
They don't own nothing else. And that's where me some people are going to have contention over it. According to the treaty, they get the land. So if the government going to want to take away the land, they would be wrong for take away the land from them. But when it come, they are under the state rule of Jamaica. They can't be
But
separate. I saw that I honestly, I don't know me's not a cheer of Andrew only. So if me hear me say something, I don't bother say me I take up for him.
no, no, no,
But
no, no,
right
no, no.
now, I believe Andrew
Right
Holness,
is right.
Andrew Holness have the right if he
Logic.
Andrew Holness have the right if he want to send in the military down there. And all the military are gonna go down there and do is the way he tell them for the build back the people them house and all of that. I mean I think the military them are gonna go there go trample them or anything like that.
But the thing is, Auntie Jen, they signed a treaty with the British. Jamaica is still a Commonwealth of England, right?
Yes, you're right with that.
Okay. Okay. So if there's still a Commonwealth of the English and the Maroons sign a treaty with the British and that their lands are free, their lands are free. End the story. They're not under the subjugation of
Right.
the Jamaican rule.
Right. Right.
They're not.
Right. It's private property.
It's private property.
It is private property.
It's that simple, Auntie Jen. I'm sorry to say, it would be different if they were not, but they signed a treaty with the British, with the owners
And
of
once
the
they have their
Commonwealth.
documents, Monster
Dapper, hold
wanted to
on.
have it.
Dapper Christie. Dapper Crisper, say your name? Dapper? Or I come him just come up in there and never know saying that. Alright, man say you want to come up in their box. How do you comment?
Yeah, I agree with Fergie. My understanding when we get from the treaty where them sign. And we must remember this in a come see me come across videos and me see the labor rights supporters them are comment and like them want attack the Maroons and everything. The king is still the head of state of Jamaica. Is not Andrew the head of state, you know?
We know that. Well, a lot of people know that, but me know that.
Yeah, a lot of them don't know it. We know you guys know it, but the King of England is still the head of state of Jamaica. Remember when they opened up Parliament? And that's why we have a Governor General because the Governor General
Yeah, me know
is the
that too.
representative of the King.
Yeah.
And if the Maroons them sign a treaty with the British in the 1700s, we give them the land and say them independent from we. Angel have the legal foot for stand up.
But they're not really independent. Yeah, so right, the Fergie, right, that's what me have a problem with. So the British said them independent from for the land, but not the rules of law.
Exactly. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
If say if say a crime committed in the Maroon area, right? Somebody kills somebody or anything. Who do they answer to? Isn't it laws that govern Jamaica? Isn't the same police that govern Jamaica will go and lock that person up, and the same court of Jamaica will try that person?
Well, that is my understanding. So something now add up right.
That is my understanding also. So how can anybody say they're free of Jamaica? They are not. They are under the laws of Jamaica.
They're not free from Jamaica. They only, let's see what me say with this thing. And somebody have to come here and tell me. The land. You say the land where they get.
The land is free.
The land of them.
Land is free.
But they're under the jurisdiction of Jamaican law.
Well,
exactly.
Somebody that.
But I think that's the issue. That's the issue, right? Is that, and it's being discussed throughout decades, right? That you have these set of people who are free under the British government, right? But they're subject to the laws of the land. That is still being discussed to this day. That is the issue. And I don't think Jamaica will ever.
Independent. That means they're not independent.
No. They are independent. They are independent.
Oh, they're independent, Fergie. Explain it to me. I can.
They're independent.
By?
They signed a treaty with the Crown of England
Exactly.
back in the days. Period. Jamaica is not a republic. FYI, Jamaica is still not a republic. Jamaica is subject to the Crown of England to this day. End of story.
That's what the laborers don't get, you know.
Me not getting either
Notice,
thing, you know. But I tell you the truth, say, be sit down here, me not be a hypocrite tone here tonight. There's something that I am looking at. I understand the part about the land. They give them the land, so they have a land. But when you're talking about they are independent, when you're independent, you should be independent of what Jamaica have then, and you have your own sitting them up there, and then you're the independent. Me not understand the independent part.
My Auntie Jen, Jamaica is not really truly independent. Let's think about it. Jamaica is still a commonwealth of England. Period.
No, that's not my point. All I inferred you. I know why you miss my point. Hear me go. The treaty that them signed was for the land, and nobody enough to trouble them with the land. But they never signed no treaty and said enough to obey the law of the land, you know.
Well,
but what is the law of the land?
Exactly.
What is the law of the land?
Auntie Jen,
Yeah.
this is the, if you notice, I mean, make you not go on yet based on the question when me ask.
Yeah, but me alright. Me will sit down up here for longer. No worry.
I am going to repeat the question again.
Yeah.
How is it whether JLP and PNP from back in the days can give those maroon independence? And
They
now
never did.
that.
Did they
But
give?
all
Did
along,
they?
every
Nobody not trouble them because of a culture thing, but I think they have no independence to the law of Jamaica, and that's where we want to make sure.
Auntie Jen, remember, Jamaica hasn't cut off from England ties as yet. Jamaica is still under British colony in every way you can think of. Remember, Jamaica no, Jamaica is not a republic as yet in a no given way. See, they can say yes, they want moving on the Maroons them, where the Maroons them have to subject under whatever rules and laws. So this is it. From day one, me always hear them say the Maroons, they are independent. Why JLP or PNP never tabled that speech from long ago?
No,
Why
but they can't.
never
You can't touch with the crown. No, they cannot touch with the crown. Say, you know, what me understand with this treaty, you know, is the land.
Understand, you know.
Are the land? Are the land? They get, you know.
The land, but this is it. If the land, they're not supposed. Yes, you can't listen. The land are them private property, so they have all right. If they say they don't want the Jamaican government to come in there and do no farmer building, they have that right. They're private property because they have that was given to them from England in a treaty signing, so they have that right. You understand me? But this is it. What I'm saying, Auntie Jen. If you can give some people that which part they not pay no land tax, that mean they're independent.
Because based on the treaty for the land. So now we come back to what I'm saying. I'm saying it's about the land and not the laws of the land, and that's what I want we to separate. They are entitled to the land, but they are not entitled to be above the law of the land.
But who said that, Auntie Jen? Who said that?
But who said that they're independent of the law either?
What does their title say?
I never.
You are a landholder.
Hold on. Make we separate the land argument from the law of the land. I think we mix up the two. Let me explain what I'm saying, and I want you to get me clear. I understand clearly that there's a treaty for the Maroon and the land, so they own the land. So nobody can go take their land from them, right? Because they own the land. But what I'm saying now, the laws that govern Jamaica, are they separated from the laws that govern the country? Does the treaty separate them from the laws of Jamaica? That's what I'm asking.
No, they are not. Well,
So I'm
that we
saying,
need
let's say
to
they
find
analyze
out.
somebody.
That is what
Voila.
we need
Let's
to
say one of
find
them.
out.
Let's say one of them analyze somebody up there. The government of Jamaica can lock them up and put them in prison.
That's the question I asked. That's the same question I asked. There's still the law of the land.
So at them are gonna stay up there and do the judgment for whoever commit the offense. That's
But
where.
we have
That's
to
where.
be
So
careful
no,
because
no,
we have to look at what
no,
the
no, no,
laws,
no, no.
how the
Me
land
want. Me
title
want.
is written.
All right. So you know why me not gonna argue with you tonight about it. I said tomorrow night when we come, I am going to do a research tomorrow, and I must see what this treaty said because it doesn't make sense. I stay here and argue like this without because I never really pay it no mind. Honestly to God, I never really pay it no mind. So I don't want to be here saying something I don't know because I am looking at. So you see when I read that treaty and look into it tomorrow, I can come back here on this treaty business.
Right, Antigen, you need to look into the rules of that land title.
Antigen.
Oh, no, no, but listen, me, man. I agree with me here tonight. Make we get this before we come off of the platform. I am not talking about the land, Fergie. Please.
Antigen.
All on the Tamika. All on Tamika. I'm not talking about the land. I want to get me clear what I'm saying here tonight. The land is theirs. They get the land. I agree with that. Other than getting the land, what else is in the treaty?
That's the issue.
What
we
is
need
in
to
the
know.
treaty? And the question that I have to ask as well is this: one, what is in the treaty, and why was a treaty waive have to give to them? What was the cause? What when it happened at that time? Why they won't get that treaty sign off? Say.
All right, according to what the history says about who can use to the white man about the slave them. So that's why them get it. Them a news carrier, you know, the maroon them a news carrier. That me know.
Exactly. They sell out the black people, that's why they get them.
Me sure know say me know that the part of the issue, right? So they can use.
That's not entirely true. I'm sorry.
That is the truth.
I'm sorry. That's not entirely true.
That is the truth. That is the truth.
And that's why everyone
So what?
wants
All right.
to
So what? I like the version. Why did it?
the blacks. No.
So hold on there. Now what? This I get real sweet today. So first, why did the British give the
I
maroon
will
the land?
argue with you on this one.
No,
but
Fergie, hold on.
Okay.
Why? All right, let me ask the question.
No.
Let me ask the question.
I will argue with you on this one.
No, let me ask the question. No, I'm asking you a question. May I ask you when I argue? I am asking you, what was the purpose of the British giving the maroon the land?
They had to. They couldn't.
And
they
what?
couldn't
And
stop
what
them.
ground? And what ground make they give them the land?
John, there were more of them than the white people. End of story. It was that simple.
They were
traitors.
Oh, come on, Sam. Shut up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That is the truth, bro.
You need to go back to basic school. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
that is the truth. I
like this tonight, you know.
That is the truth.
Let me say something, Auntie Jen.
All right, give man 1 minute. Make Mansa answer. Go ahead, Mansa. Yeah.
Sam is a labourite, and that's their talking
They have
point.
nothing to do with labor,
Thank
bro.
you, Mansa.
It's the fact. It's the fact. Nothing to do with labor, right? It's the fact.
Hold on.
They were traitors.
Hold on.
They were traitors.
Me tell Auntie Jen, so I don't really have discussion with labor right again.
All right, hold on, Sam. I'm making talk. Make Mansa talk. Go ahead, Mansa.
If you go on any of them platform, that are the narrative them a push. Say the Maroons were traitors. Because them want to turn the people their mind against the Maroon. Before
we learned that from
a long time. Me not tell a lie still, you know, Mansa. Me hear that long time say so, but me never really studied, so maybe me could have hear wrong. So me give myself, and me said tomorrow, I'm going to give myself an assignment. I'm going to search up for this treaty thing and see what is really in it and what statement did the British say to the Maroons. Because I don't think it is fair for me to come here and pass any judgment without I've seen what the treaty said. And I've never looked at it, I must tell you the truth.
They were the Maroons were basically they were fighting like guerrilla war against the British. So they would attack them and knock off a couple of them. So the Maroons them couldn't get to capture them, you know. Because remember I said Illiterrian and we never have no development of just bush. So the Maroons them know the bush, they would attack the British, take out some of them, and it just went on for years after years, and after a while when the British start losing people, soldiers and stuff, them say, alright, them sign a treaty with them. That's how we
That's what I heard. That's what I understand.
Why they signed the treaty? Because the Maroons were fighting a guerrilla war where they just attack them, get a couple of them, knock off a couple of them, and then they just listen in the bush.
By far, the British couldn't beat them because the British didn't know the ins and outs of the bush.
Exactly.
Thank you, Tamika. Thank you. So, Sam, I don't know where you're coming from.
Listen, they sold out the black people. They sold out.
We're not going there. Where? When? How?
Sam, we're not going there with that because it's JLP propaganda. We're not going there with that.
Thank you.
Why you keep on bringing JLP? Anybody talking about JLP and PMP in this program?
That is the argument that side
into this. Nobody
push, and that is why the government wants to go into a compound, and he said no effing way. How about that? He ain't going in there. He don't want your effing help.
Listen.
Calm yourself down, Fergie.
Going up Concom town, nobody can stop them. So let's stop.
Then do it.
Can't go in there. Some research. They cannot go in there.
You big and bad. Do it. Do it.
Listen, Jamaica laws.
No. Your minister needs to follow the Privy Council.
Hold on. Let me ask
the Privy Council.
Let me ask one question. Let me ask one question. If somebody commits a crime, hold
on, make it talk. One at a time. Hold on, man. Not get out of hand. One at a time.
Sam, the lady platform normally run like this in a Sam.
Hold on, one at a time. Make him talk.
One question. Listen, me ask one question.
Yeah.
If somebody commit a crime up there, right?
You ask a question there already.
Answer the question. Then answer the question. Who goes for them?
We're going to say to Fergie, what if they signed a treaty like the Native Americans? Because you know they have their own section. I think like North Dakota and them places them have their own.
You got it, man.
They have their own police. Their own police and the local police cannot go in. What if it's a treaty like that? The Maroon signed also. We don't know. It's a legal person.
I just saying that. I wish lawyer. I see a lawyer put out a statement in one of the headlines. Let me see if I can find it. And what he was saying is that the Maroon don't have no legal right can stop the government of Jamaica from sending the soldiers there. Let me see if I can find the article and read it for you.
They do not.
Well, I think then why is the government asking? Then send them in. That's my point.
Exactly.
All the respect.
Why are you asking and you see it?
All the respect they are asking.
All the respect? Oh, no. If you have the law on your land, you do it. Be big and bad. Be big and bad. This is
Virgie, this is it. Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth need more help more than up there.
Why are they sending them in there? Why?
And they are not so much of a St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. Like
why they not in Westmoreland? Why they not in St. Elizabeth? Come on now.
So make that make sense. Let that make sense.
So upon come then St. Elizabeth is part of St. Elizabeth too, you know.
Black River is destroyed.
But Black River destroy real terrible more than up here.
But people are built, see the defense was them in a Black River and all over the world. You don't see that.
All right, so I'm going to find it.
They're not building anything.
All right,
no money.
1 minute.
Helping to build people.
Hold on, man. Hold on now. No, listen to me. Fergie, tapping the Fergie, man. Sam, stopping eyes and listen to me, man. Remember saying that somebody run my platform and I know saying nice. Me at my time now. Listen what I say. Senior attorney say a compound has no legal right to refuse JDFL. Listen what I read. There is no case law in Jamaica that gives a compound Maroon the right of sovereignty that would empower its colonel to reject the government offer to deploy the Jamaica Defense Force. The JDF to assist with rebuilding effort in the areas after the hurricane. That's according to attorney at law King Counsel Pierre Rogers, who was speaking on Nationwide, saying that the Aponcom Maroon have no legal right to refuse the JDF. How do you answer that?
First thing you said he was speaking on Nationwide, and we all know they're leading, so I don't even know what. Yeah, so I don't know if they. If one is political.
Auntie Jen, if you notice how that gentleman approach Currie, Colonel, you know the meaning of Colonel, man? High Chief, you know. So there have to be something up there where, apart from the treaty, something is there. As what you say, we here bickering is for us to do some research.
We need to do, I believe, you say, all right. You want me to go do? You say tomorrow night when we come back, all of you may want on the back. Make we do some research and make we reason upon a level
Yes,
where
man.
when we're reason,
Yes,
we're not
man.
reason because of what we did here or all of that, but we can I make it, me go say if me can get it. 'Cause it depend on the internet, you know, me can pull it up good because right now fine. But me must find something about it tomorrow, about what was in the treaty that was signed with the Maroons of Jamaica. I see what surrounds that because I think we have an understanding. So when we come back, we are more edified to answer more than we stay here try to bicker over one another. If we say, well, so on and so on and so, and we not really ever look at the. Cause I can tell you, how many of us here talking look at the treaty? To be honest.
Well, I did not.
Right. So I need it, and I want to be honest. Fergie, did you look at it?
Only a piece of it. That's about it.
All right. Mansa, have you look at it?
I haven't looked at it.
You look at it?
No, I haven't looked at it.
All right. So you say all of we talking just rational. So make we bear this in mind that we're going to come back on this topic about the Maroons tomorrow night with some form of more basic knowledge. And we're gonna reason, we're not gonna be politics of PNP and JLP. We're gonna reason about the Maroon. So if it is true, even if you are JLP, then it's true. And if it is true, even if you are PNP, that's the truth. Because what we want to know, that there's another younger generation coming up who never know, all my granddad never know nothing about Maroon. So it would have helped if they listen.
But host, just want to say, I was not speaking on no basis of JLP or PNP. I was strictly basing on the fact that, listen, the laws of Jamaica, they're still subject to the laws of Jamaica. So I know that they are not independent. That alone can tell you that if they commit a crime up there, it's the same laws of Jamaica will deal with them. So that tell you that they are not independent. That's all I was speaking on. This fella down here, Maestro or whatever I name, just keep juking this JLP and PNP into this. We never do that talk politics, brother. It's just a straight facts. The government of Jamaica can go up there if they want to. Now, out of respect, I believe out of respect, the government of Jamaica go with open arms, let's work together. Instead, I just go up there and say, look here, me I send my soldier come. Out of respect, I ask.
But there's another part to that though, Sam, as you talk about that, Sam. If them own the land though, in all fairness, if they own the land, you can't come tell me what you want to do on my land unless me accept, unless me agree. So maybe that's one of the reasons why you go and say that still.
Yeah, exactly. So out of respect,
yeah.
The issue I have with this, right? And Sam, I give you all respect. You know, you're coming on here. But Auntie Jen, the issue I have, right? Why are we concentrating on a compound, right?
Well, somebody on YouTube say Jamaica itself the independent. So if Jamaica the independent, the Maroon nation are independent.
There you go. Period. End of story.
I like that one, the Sylvester. You give the best answer here tonight. You get the best answer tonight.
They still need to go to Privy Council.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But Auntie Jen, the problem I have is that why are we concentrating on a compound, right? You have areas of that country that is in dire need. And I do not hear the Prime Minister talking about them. Okay? Eastern Westmoreland, Black River. He's not even talking about Black River, right? And my thing is, the issue that Jamaicans need to think about, and this is what is the serious issue, and this is what you really need to think about. So 3.6 billion US dollars is secured for loans. The other $3.1 billion is not secured. Okay, they're going to have to go to private to get the 3.1 billion US dollars. And those 3.1 billion US dollars, Auntie Jen, is private to private. So meaning, if you're a private company, you can maybe get a loan from these other private companies. That is what Jamaicans need to think about. They need to think about how they're going to pay back that loan.
No. Fergie, hold on, man. Hold on. We have to take things in a context, though. We have to talk about with the present situation with the Maroon. So you can't go divert and say we have to pay that no mind.
No, but Auntie Jen, they want to divert to the Maroon. The Maroon issue is not an issue.
Well, let me read a comment.
Stated what they say.
Let me read another comment on YouTube. How your name pronounced? Anian? The government are rule on behalf of the king. And that is true. He, the king, thieved the entire Jamaica from the
And the Prime Minister cannot talk on behalf of the king. It's only the Governor General.
I don't want to laugh to that. But whatever your name is, I like that one there. That's a very human. You say the government rule on behalf of the king. He, the king, thief the entire Jamaica from. Because you know, so we don't own nothing because even by the title of the land where you have.
Right, you're just a holder.
You're just a holder. And you hear all the other rest of land, them are crown land. So we don't really own nothing. The Maroon, they may be better that way because they get treated for them.
Right, that's what I was about to say to you. Auntie Jen, you need to figure out what does it say on their title.
Me I go find out, man. Remember say tomorrow when I come back here, I am going to be more learned and I'm going to come here and give clarity on what the treaty is. So when I go through it, I'm going to send one comment under Currie. I'm going to ask him if he could send me a copy of the treaty. I'm going to do it before I go on my bed. I'm going on Instagram and send him a message. I'm going to say if he will send it or he will reply. I don't know if I can, because them up on YouTube, on the something is too fine. They now come up good that I can read it. So anyone of you here listening to me, you have a copy of the treaty that was signed. Please send it to me by even on TikTok here. You can send me a message with it, or you can send me on YouTube with it, so that we are more better learn. So when we come back tomorrow, so that's our assignment. So we're not under more quarrel because listen me, it's going to be clear, and I think all of we will have an understanding of what really is said in the treaty. All right.
Yeah, but Auntie Jen, my thing is, why are we talking about the Maroons and this treaty and everything at this point in time?
Because the development that is happening in the Acompo.
You ever notice that how we the people talking about it? You know, we the people out here talking about it as if the government say they are coming in upon. Now, the Prime Minister went and they asked if they could send the military. The chief come out and said, we refuse. Up to now, the government haven't answered that, man, you know. But yet still, we out here arguing about it as if the government said, listen, I'm sending them regardless if you want them or not. But that's what we are doing.
No. It's not that regard. Me personally, hold on. No, hold on, Sam. Sam, hold on before you go. Me personally not saying anything on that regard. I am trying to sort out the whole authority ship of the Maroons.
Well, I wouldn't mean, but most people they talking as
Hello,
if
good night
there's
again.
back and forth between the government and the chief,
Yeah.
which haven't happened. It haven't happened. The chief respond to the government and the government haven't answered back yet. But if you listen to the conversation, you will
All
swear
right, they were
the
asking.
government had
Come, me I got
answered
any
and
show
suffered
now,
down
so
the
me
throat,
just.
which they did not.
All right.
Please, before you end.
All right. We know say Andrew and an angel. Or anybody want to say anybody an angel, them would are very foolish.
Yeah, but he might talk like him. Angel, but went up there.
All right,
All right.
sweetheart. Yeah.
Auntie Jen, I know it's way beyond your bedtime.
All right.
But I
Now
just
they
wanna
want
say-
to no hold on. Now they want to say something. Good night,
Yes.
Nadi.
Good night.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. You see the Prime Minister down in Jamaica there, I'm telling you, that man is so evil. So everybody sit down and cuss about the maroon, you just know this the maroon. But nobody knows about, the coming up in the maroon cup next year. So strongly to go cause strife, to cause division. The gentleman showed up, claimed that he was presenting compound last year at the JLP conference. Those people that out there, for his followers, are them out there.
Yeah,
No,
me
they support
realize
the
that.
Jamaican.
We're watching the clip.
So all it has to do with know exactly that man is so tactical and strategic. He just wants to cause a rupture in that community. That's all he said. That's all Jamaica wants to know is unity, and all he does, he just the seed of division across the country. All he does, if it come down on the maroon and the number, I don't know why is the maroon the talker now? Leave the people among to they want. Why can't you let them build their own cities? Want your help? Give them the supply. They do not want the army up there. Oh, the problem.
But that's what I'm saying.
What's
The
the
government
plan?
haven't responded. What she talking about? Are we out here and make a big deal out of it? The government not respond yet? I don't understand it.
Nationwide votes. Oh, they cannot.
The government went and
Excuse me, it's my
the government went and offered.
One at a time. One at a time, Sam. One at a time.
I don't
But
understand
don't talk quickly and say, my private property, you cannot come on my private property. I break in my private property. What law am I breaking? I just don't want you on my property. It's all.
The truth is though, if they have a land and the British give them a land, them have a right to their land. But the my problem is
the law of the land.
the problem I want to know, and that's why I'm going to make sure I research tomorrow. What government governs them? Other than the
Yeah,
land.
so the law of the land, nobody has authority over the laws of the land. Nobody has to still abide by the rules, and regardless if they have a private property or not.
Well,
So
may I try to point out here all along tonight, you know?
Yeah, so that was the way everybody go come kill somebody and steal it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So of course the laws of the land are still governed by Jamaica. Yes, Chief Court have his own court. It's a little country, only 13 of them. So they're not going to be able to have their own passports. The commerce.
Now why they not have their own
because
sitting
they
for
are
all the years till now, from 1738 till now?
And you check out all original people across the globe. They are oppressed people. Nobody them no mind. Nobody support them. All Canada, the water them are drink over here. We are the most. They don't have water. They schools. They don't have health care. They are oppressed, and they do it across the globe. They still have their human rights. I'm telling you, the UN will still support them. So make Andrew can go back don't go bad them up. The unite. This
We
is
never
all
really
from
go up there, go bad them up still, you know.
yeah,
Let us be
yeah,
reasonable.
and
No, well, let
yeah,
us
but
be
I
reasonable here tonight, though. Me never see him go up there with no war to them still. Me not, but the only thing me say,
okay.
I all him have to do, nobody build back no house up there and just left them up there.
In what they go bad, but this man is a snake. He's a snake. He go they go for the seed discord among the people. Promoters protest. What we want, we house bill and corner, we house. Also decide for the
No,
community.
well, that the part right now, we know say that because me say them have an election next month, February. So the said man, me hear say that said man, they are gonna go up against Currie.
Listen, this is you know the JLP meddling every election across the globe. You know them always they get cut out for it all in St. Louis recently. Never mind. Anyway, good night, big up class. Tonight, Jen.
All right, baby. Yes, all right. Thank you.
It's so good to hear Nordy, but Auntie Jen, I just have to say, the real discussion shouldn't be about a compound and the Maroons, right? The real discussion, and this is where I'm getting at, they need to be discussing how they're going to deal with the 3.6 billion US dollars.
Yeah, but the maroon thing, no, but the maroon thing is an issue now because I see already people that like they want war with them one another up there and all kind of something. So
no, that was payoff. That was payoff. They paid them to make them make it an issue. The reason why they make it an issue is because they want to distract
I look for it.
That's the issue.
Let me say something there, Auntie Jen. It's all about the land, you know, and the reason why the Anjali want to go republic is because that takes away the land from the king. Cause the king controls everything, right? We're not independent, you know. I don't know why we're celebrating independent. We're not independent, you know.
Me know that.
It's even they wrote our constitution. So how you gonna claim that you're independent and you didn't write the constitution? It's the same British people write the constitution. So we're not independent. The king controls the land. So Andrew said, all right, let me go republic. We get rid of the king. That means the Maroon Treaty is no longer void because we're no longer controlled by the king. So it's just the land. And because a lot of things up there that we don't know about. They say bauxite, but there might be other precious metals and minerals up there that we don't know about. But you have X-ray that can scan the ground and know what is there, you know. Because when I heard that Pusha, the Chinese were in helicopter flying over to picking out which land they want in your country. That means they probably scan already and see what is there beneficial to them. They say, all right, let me get this and let me get that. And we can't just go around and just mine out the country. Look what they do to Manchester. They left sinkhole. Nothing can grow this again in those places that they mine out of bauxite. We don't see any benefit from bauxite, you know. So leave the cockpit country alone. And the JLP, you guys, everything this guy come with you guys support it. You're gonna mine out your country. We don't see the benefits. Just leave the Maroons alone. This is the first government. This is the first government that have a problem with the Maroons. And you guys don't see a problem with that.
Well, that's true, you know, because everybody else ready they all go and function and then something there. We never really see no problem.
Never have a problem before, Auntie Jen. Siaga never have a problem. They usually worship Siaga. Siaga never have a problem with the Maroons. Bruce never have a problem with the Maroons. Bustamante never had a problem. One man who support this man for go around and mess around the Maroons now. Because of the land, he want the land. Just leave. They signed a treaty in the 1700s. The land is theirs. We don't know if they fully independent where they don't depend on the government. That we need to really look into. But leave the people. They don't want you. They don't want the soldiers. He didn't say he's not going to accept the aid, He doesn't want the area militarized. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying for true, in all fairness. Dennis, good night. Dennis? Alright, it look like a mistake you make. Come up in our box, alright. Alright, so this is where we are left for tonight. So we have an assignment, right? So we're gonna study with book. We're gonna make sure look out for we're gonna make sure we look out for the treaty, and we discuss it tomorrow night. All right. Having yourself a great night. It was once again talking to you. I like the story, man, and it's edifying also. It takes somebody can come and listen to it, and so Fergie, tomorrow we talk about it again.
Yeah, Auntie Jen.
All right.
Good night.
Mansa, take care of yourself.
All right, Mansa.
Yeah. Bye. Bye, everybody. Love you. Over YouTube. Have yourself a great night. Thank you for stopping by. Even though I don't tap up there something, because I don't tell me that how long I'm not even 100 tap up. But that's how you go. Have yourself a great night. Bless up. Thanks for the support. Thank you for keep coming back to the channel. Life with Jennifer JM. And you know what? I am your nice girl, Auntie Jenna. Catch you the next time. Bye.